Today marks the 1-year anniversary for LEGO Fortnite, the culmination of a decades-long quest by the LEGO Group to create a metaverse made possible thanks to a collaboration with Epic Games. Since then, it's received several major content updates, and we've also seen the launch of LEGO Islands within the game. Covering all the news surrounding these experiences has been an integral part of this year for both myself and the channel, so when the LEGO Group and Epic Games reached out and asked if I'd be interested in getting a package from them, I obviously agreed. Now, as you can probably tell from this angle, I didn't expect it to be this big, but that is absolutely not a complaint. I'm so incredibly grateful that I get to have a direct part in unveiling what's next for a game I love so much. So without further ado, let's see what's inside. In the box are more boxes, but first a letter. Hello adventurer, can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun, and LEGO Fortnite is turning 1 today. Your incredible creativity, enthusiasm, and passion for LEGO Fortnite have been a cornerstone of our journey. To say thank you for being part of this amazing adventure, we've got some exciting birthday festivities lined up just for you in the community. There's then mention of preparing for a celebration full of surprises, especially a birthday video which should be releasing at around the same time as this unboxing. And then there's something different. Pack your bags. We have a ticket for you to a new destination. Get ready. Hopefully, we'll find more information about this inside. The first thing here is this box featuring a 1-year balloon as well as several LEGO Fortnite characters. Opening it reveals an envelope wishing the entire community a happy birthday. The next thing is a recipe to make butter cake as well as an adorable minifigure apron. In case you were wondering, the ingredients you need are 1 cup of unsalted softened butter, 1.5 cups of caster sugar, 4 large room temperature eggs, 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of whole milk, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Start by creaming the butter and sugar together until they're light and fluffy. Then you'll want to add 1 egg at a time, mixing well before the next. In a separate bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt. Then alternate between adding this as well as milk to the previous mix. Now you'll want to stir in the vanilla extract. Once you're done, pour the entire thing into a greased 9-inch cake pan and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for between 30 to 35 minutes until a toothpick placed in it comes out clean. While waiting, you'll want to move on to making berry puree. You just need to blend fresh or frozen blueberries and blackberries until smooth. You can also strain the result if you'd like to remove the seeds. Now onto the buttercream, which requires 1 cup of unsalted softened butter, around 2 cups of powdered sugar depending on your preference, 1/4 cup of our previously created puree, and between 1 and 2 tablespoons of either milk or cream depending on your preferred consistency. You can also add in blue and purple food coloring if you'd like a darker color. Beat the butter until it's creamy, then gradually alternate between adding powdered sugar, puree, and milk until the frosting becomes smooth and fluffy. You can then choose to add a drop of coloring. Finally, frost the cake using the buttercream you just made before adding some berries on top. And just like that, you've made a beautiful butter cake in real life. And it's really good. But enough distractions, let's see what else this box holds. The next thing is a paper bag containing a 1-year candle that looks great on the butter cake, a party horn, and glitter, which I can already tell I'll find on the floor even years from now. Plus a birthday hat, cooking spoon, and 2 presents. The first gift is this adorable Lego piñata, which you can actually open to reveal the candy inside. Meanwhile, the second one has animal balloons? Honestly, I never would have expected to be modeling balloons for this channel, but to be fair, this is an occasion worth celebrating. Moving on to the second part of this unboxing is this strange lightning-covered book that teases our next adventure in LEGO Fortnite. Inside, quite the creepy text. Do you feel my presence in the darkness? Can you hear me? Do you hear the storm coming? Am I the beginning or the beginning of the end? There's also a QR code leading to a video asking even more questions. Do you hear the storm coming? What lies in wait? And asking if you're brave enough to turn the page as a shadowy figure looms in the background. Going back to the book reveals another gift, a storm glass, which tells you what the weather will be based on its appearance. If these warnings about an incoming storm are to be believed, I'll have to be on my guard if it gets cloudy with small stars. For the third and final part, this purple LEGO backpack, which seems a bit heavier than expected. Well, that's because it includes even more gifts, like this golden brick keychain, 2 postcards, and LEGO pens. The neat part about them is that the top features actual LEGO studs, which allows them to connect to each other or even regular LEGO bricks. As someone who's already used these for years, I really appreciate getting new ones. Finally, another envelope from the LEGO Fortnite team inviting me to a new home somewhere in the city. But what about that big present? Well, it's actually the beautiful LEGO Botanicals flower bouquet set. I already had this, but adding the extra flowers to my existing bouquet makes it look even better. I also wanted to point out the details on the backpack, like this pass for the city shuttle with a destination of play for this month. Now, you may have noticed a recurring theme with some of these items. This card mentions moving to the city, as do the postcards, and this wrapping paper looks a lot like one. The letter did mention preparing for a new destination, so are we getting new content based around a city? And what about those mysterious warnings about something lurking in a shadow? An incoming storm which heralds great danger? That sounds a lot like what Villager Raven has been talking about in game. Will we be going against this creepy figure? Only time will tell. Again, I just wanted to say thank you to both Epic Games and LEGO Group for having me take part in teasing the future of LEGO Fortnite. Since its launch exactly 1 year ago, I've enjoyed the game so much, and I'm incredibly excited for what 2025 holds for us.